F2 tournament here on season 3. You've got myself, who's going to be running the mainstream, followed by Colin, who's for a change is going to be giving our perspective as a driver. So going to switch things up here. So Colin will be giving us an insight of what it's like on track racing with these boys.
What it means is raging when I crash.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of raging from Colin. I've already told him to watch his P's and Q's. Hopefully we don't
to
get...
be fair, this is all for sort of shits and giggles, so, you know, I'm not going to be as bad as I would if I was, you know, in the middle of a title battle and got took out by some random. So I'll be a lot calmer tonight.
Yeah. So we got so we're going to be starting off here. So we're going to have 8 races around the F2 cars, all going to be 5 laps. So it's going to have a breakdown here. So the first 4 rounds we're going to have Britain, round 1, round 2 is Netherlands, round 3 is Monaco, and round 4 is Austria. Then we will have a little break before we continue off on the other 4 rounds, which will be Spain, Singapore, Monza, and Bahrain. As far as I know it stands, it will come to the game score. So the scores that we see in a lobby will be the correct scores going through there. Also, I'm just reading so we were just reading this. Apparently I am essentially a steward for this evening. I did not see that.
Yeah, so basically from what Aaron was saying earlier is that if you pick up on anyone poor driving, that includes me or any of the other guys, then you are essentially playing steward for the night as well as comms. So if you deem somebody to have done something stupid, you can hand out the penalties to people that have been seen bad driving, effectively.
Well,
from what I understand, anyway.
Well, with that being said, anyone that wants to slide me a little tenner, I will happily give you my account details to let you off. You know, got to make money somehow. But no, I mean, from what I've seen here, I mean, well, what we've both seen here, I mean, it has been relatively clean driving. You know, you do get the odd, no one wants to give up a position, no one wants to back out of a corner, which does lead to a bit of contact. But yeah, we've hopefully we don't see none of that.
This is F2 cars.
Yeah,
and these slide around a lot more.
Yeah. Another thing as well as obviously wanting F2 cars with 8 5-lap races, there's going to be no custom setups either, so no advantage on downforce or whatnot. You can only use the presets. There will be randomized grids, so that's what I said as well, full point scoring, and all races will be under dry weather conditions.
So no risk of rain. I mean, it's bad enough driving these things without risking rain too. Why is there always one person we're waiting for? Look, Lewis.
Yeah.
The only person who hasn't readied up.
Always the
like,
way.
Come on, dude. And then it told me just there at the end that somebody unreadied. Who was that? Did catch it on the stream? Apparently everyone. So it must have just been the game.
Just someone's asking for the stream.
Yeah, just fire the YouTube link into to the general.
I'll do that now.
If he was subscribed to the channel, oh, you're kidding me.
What's that, mate?
They've already done it. I'm starting at the front.
Well, there we go. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if there's formation laps or not. They didn't say anything about that.
I genuinely don't know at this point. Remember, we can't adjust fuel level or anything like that either.
Yeah,
so this is,
and also you can't adjust your wings as well, like the F1 setup or differential. It's just your brake bias you have, and your obviously tyres if you need to pit. Well, I'll be honest. A little tip as well: if you do get a bit of damage,
no, we're going straight racing.
Okay, because it hasn't. Well, we've got 5 laps. There we go. So I'll have a look. So, there's a spin already. I believe that was Angry Dutch Guy. Yep, Angry Dutch Guy is going backwards. So we're going to jump on board. We've got Colin still into the lead with Joseph and Ryan behind him heavily. Colin there will be feeling the pressure of Joseph because we've seen how fast he can be in the F2. And that is another Red Bull as well. And that looks like Lewis at the back with Blumchum as well. Angry Guy. Yeah, big tip as well for you boys that are following. Oh, that was a bit of a contact between Ryan and Grimmy there. That was Grimmy coming off the track there a little bit there. And that is Quick Killer and Jimmer side by side making contact. And that is Jim making a move on his teammate there. I mean, obviously teammates here tonight, obviously everyone's not really with their teammate here, as we can see with Grimmy and Colin. Colin though is miles into the lead. He has got quite a big jump on Joseph there, so maybe Colin's got a wrong role for him. Maybe he should be out on drive and not doing comms.
Yeah, maybe.
Showing these boys how we're doing it, you know, bit of McLaren madness there in the car then hopefully. I mean, one thing as well is anyone that is listening, a bit of a tip, I do a bit of F2 driving on a Monday. If you get wing damage, that doesn't actually affect your car. Your car still performs. I mean, you look like that is, yeah, A. Riley making a move on Joseph, going side by side here. And that is Joseph getting Joseph going on the outside, but that is, yep, that is making a move there. I mean, this is helping Colin at the moment because it is allowing him to extend his gap to nearly 2 seconds. And that is...
concentration is what that is.
Ryan looking to get the move on Jimmer as well. So in the meantime, Ryan has split Jimmer also as well, just to... we've got a newcomer as well here, Sim Guy, who's actually one of the league owners for the ones that we do on McLaren Madness in.
Yeah, on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, which is tomorrow as well. We've got a race.
Yeah,
and that is Quick Killers on the back of Ryan, looking to make a move on the inside here. They're coming up down corner before hanger straight there, but will Jimmer be able to get a split stream here? Colin's 2.2 seconds into the lead here. We've got Grimmy teammate in 4th place, looking to get a move on A. Riley there. So how's the car feeling out in front of Colin? No pressure so far. Don't want to really distract you, but we do need your input as well.
Yeah, no, I'm just controlling my own pace at the minute. I'm not really kind of distracted by the guys behind me.
We've got A. Riley and, well, Grimmy has caught up to A. Riley, so they're making about there. That is Lewis out of the race. He lost that. That looks like on Cops, I believe, or is that Magnussen Beckett? I'm going to stay on board with that same guy to try and find out where he did lose it. And that's for Colin again, another fastest lap of 1:41.7. Oh, maybe not. It's a lot further down that he lost it. Let's see. Oh, and that was Mr. Jace catching the curve. Maybe he's turning the car sideways on the final corner there.
What I'm finding with these cars is short shifting's key.
Yeah, it is, and that's A. Riley's
looking.
There's a
long gear change between gears in these cars. Kind of your first couple have come really quickly, and then 4, 5 and 6 are very slow.
A. Riley though makes a lovely move on the inside, but Joseph is not giving up there. Side by side coming out there, coming up into hanger lane here now. It's going to be interesting to see who gives. And that is, yeah, Joseph gets the better exit there as he leads into hanger lane, coming up into Magnus and Beckett. Grimmy still on the behind of them three. We've got a three-way battle here, still for 2nd and 3rd place here right now. But this is allowing Jimmer and Quick Killer to catch up to teammates here. Jump on board with Grimmy as well, just to see his point of view, what you can see of this battle here as Joseph looks him go down the inside. And A. Riley, oh no, A. Riley went wide, and that is Joseph into the turner. Oh, and that was Grimmy nearly into the back of A. Riley there, to come up to the front of a few corners. Oh, and that is Jimmer on the outside, nearly 4-way into the final little S sector here. And that is Grimmy taking his position. In the meantime, Colin takes another fastest lap of 1:41.62. Grimmy runs wide, and that is Jimmer coming back on the outside. A. Riley and Joseph side by side in the first corner here. This is lovely racing right here. Jimmer looking to make it a three-way battle coming up into the 4th corner. Oh, and that is, who is that? That is Ryan in 7th. So Ryan as well catching up. We've got a 5-way battle here. No, a 6-way battle, tell a lie. DRS enabled. A Riley, is anyone without DRS here. This is a lovely battle right now, especially the F2 car. To control these boys have here, this is beautiful right now. And that sim guys takes the fastest lap of 1:39.8. Obviously refresh the tyres, allow him to do that. Oh, and that is free. Oh, that is unlucky. I'm not too sure what's happened there. That was, ooh, I'm gonna have to go back and check that on the stream, but that was unlucky, as it was Mr. J Scrimmy and I think it was Joseph as well caught the end of that. But yeah, that was unlucky. A lap of four-way battle, and unfortunately it ended in a crash. I'm gonna have to have a look at that and try and find out if there was anyone at fault. I'd have a look at the end of the race. I'll just pause it there to go back. But yeah, that was unlucky. I mean, in the meantime though, that battle's allowed Colin to get 6 seconds into the lead. And we've got Jimmer on the back of A Riley here as well, with Ryan coming up trying to catch in this battle with 1 lap to go. Can A Riley hold out for second place here? And that is Mr. Jace making a move on Blumchum as well. Oh, and they're side by side. Mr. Jace is off track though, so that is an easy overtake for Blumchum there. And that's Joseph creeping back up into 7th place.
Bit of a slow exit there out of turn 4, didn't help me.
Yeah, so Joseph has lost his swing completely. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that entered in there. I was 3 into the wall, it looked like. And that's Grimmy as well without wing. So I think if your wing is fully gone, I'm guessing you do struggle with the car. But like I said, oh, and that was Woolsey that nearly lost it. Big massive stick of understeer there. That was unlucky for him, but that's allowed Grimmy to take up the position. So we jump on board with Colin, who I believe is coming through the Maggots deck. Yep. 6 seconds ahead there. I just can't find a pace to catch up to A Riley here. Gonna jump down the board. So yeah, we've got Grimmy still battling Woolsey though without a wing though, not giving up at all. We've got Colin coming down.
Brandstow.
On a few corners, and we'll stay on board with Colin as he picks up the checker flag. If all goes well here. In the meantime, so I'm going to have to jump on board because A Riley and Jimmer, that is a win for Colin, but sorry, I got distracted by Jimmer and A Riley who are battling, oh, and that was a Jimmer off track who were battling for the through Stowe to the finish line, nearly side by side in the last corner. And we'll
3 tenths between Jimmer and A Riley there.
Yep, and the same is with Blumchum and Quick Killers, as
Blumchum's
gone for the switchback and got the move done on the last corner. Oh, that was very close though. He really went to
what was that big contact there at the end?
Yeah, that was bizarre because I saw Blumchum making a move
flying back onto track. But I don't think it was necessarily the driver's fault because it had actually crossed the start-finish line before it come flying back onto track.
Yeah, but that was a lovely move by Blumchum there to get 5th place, and we just got Connor crossing the line and waiting for LFC Jackie. In the meantime, I am going to go back and have a look at this incident.
Yeah, just waiting for Jakey at the minute. Just gone straight into the wall. For some bizarre reason, he didn't turn out of the last turn there. Please don't drive silly, let's get on with the race. He's took so long to cross the line, my character's coming around comms.
So, if you have a look, right, so it's on lap 4. It looks like... it looks like, I think it's, no, not Grimmy, it's... Oh, that's actually hard. So it looks like Ryan gets squeezed by Quick Killer and Grimmy.
So I'm getting across of congratulations and a little bit of abuse from the guys in the chat here. So Connor prefers me on comms, and Sim Guy says I never thought they'd see the day Mechanical would win a race.
That's McLaren's madness for you, sim guy there, mate. You know, you can't underestimate our boys.
I can't underestimate.
Not only can we overtake on a formation lap, but we can win a race.
Yep, sometimes. Start from the front, lead from the front. That's how it works.
Sorry, looking at that. So as we had the rundown, we had Colin, A. Riley, Jim, Ryan, Blumchon, Quick Killers, Mr. Jace, Joseph, Woolsey, Grimmy. That sim guy in 11th place, you don't see that often. Connor, LFC Jackie, Lewis, and Angry Dutch guy in 15th. Two of them with the D and F. But yeah, that incident, I can't really decide what actually happened with that, because it was just a case of, to be honest with you, 3 wide.
I thought that I was going to take somebody out into turn 1 because there was somebody very, very close to my right quarter. I thought I was actually going to tag someone's front wing, but I don't think I did. So it's just it'd be nice if I could actually race like that in the F1 cars. Still want to race in the F1s.
So now it's weird because again you have the oversteer of the rear that kicks out a lot.
It does.
If you can get that under control, as Colin proved that you can there, it's quite easy. But when you've got battles, as you can see, Riley would tell you as well, it is
it's down to short shifting and throttle control. That's how you get the tail under control, but it is not easy to accomplish. So let's see where it starts me for this race then, because again it is completely random.
So we've got Netherlands here. Now this isn't going to help with the bank corners.
No,
and the high speed corners as well.
Track.
In an F1 car, lovely, but you can still get oversteer. In an F2 car, that's a car that's designed to drift. It's not the easiest one to control, but we'll soon find out.
I was just trying to decide which preset to try here because I weren't sure. So it looks like I'm starting P8, and it looks like perhaps Grimmy, my teammate, is actually next to me in P7.
So we've got 3 seconds to the race start here. The only thing I hate is I can't actually get control of the menu until the race starts, like now. So here we go. So we're in front of Blumchon. Blumchon makes a lovely start and
a little bit further ahead.
Oh, and who is that already? That is Connor. That's lost it already.
There was a couple of cars in a little bit of contact just ahead of me.
And we're going to jump on board with Jim at the back of this. Here we've got Angry Dutch guy and Quick Killers making Clement. Oh, Angry Dutch. Oh, that is unlucky. Angry Dutch guy and Quick Killers contact Paul from Jim placed off as well. They're going to jump on board with that sim guy here who makes a lovely move on Mr. Jace going down the inside there. He's got Colin up in front of him here. Colin's got Ryan and Grimmy having a battle as well. His teammate 2 cars ahead. And that is contact between Grimmy. Oh, and that is Ryan and Colin. I've lost a couple of places there.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
And that is, I've missed that. That is.
Well, I am out of the session there because somebody ahead of me took me with them.
That is unlucky, but we're jumping aboard with Lewis and Jim. That's why you can give me a hand on comps now.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate.
That was me being taken out just then. I don't know who followed through there, but there was the car that went sideways that caused me wing damage, and as I got around that car, somebody cut across to take the racing line, took my nose and threw me straight into the wall.
No, Sim Guy can catch up here. We're going to have an interesting bout here between Angry Dutch Guy and Sim Guy, because we've seen Angry Dutch Guy how he doesn't like to give up a position, or and we've seen Sim Guy who
that's Jakey turned himself around.
Yep. And we've got a jump on board as well with that Sim Guy, because we can get a few of the battle in front with Grimmy and Woolsey as well for second place here. That Sim Guy's all on the back of Grimmy's gearbox though there. And that is him looking on the inside. We're going to make a move as we go into the final. Oh, is that going to...
Just trying to work out who it was that actually clipped me. It was a blue car, so
and that is another yellow flag of Lewis again.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
But Grimmy and Wolsey though, are going to jump on
That's
board.
cheeky out the session as well.
So 3 laps down and 2 laps down, sorry, and 4 cars already. And yeah, we got that.
Well,
Grimmy.
I know Jakey binned it on his own because I saw him bin it on his own. I got taken out. I don't know what happened to Quick Killers, but judging by the Discord, there's a possibility he was taken out by Angry Dutch Guy as some sort of revenge for the last race when they had it coming together and Angry Dutch Guy got crashed into. And I don't know what happened to Connor either. He went really early on.
And that is the Angry Sim guy made a move into turn 1 there on Grimmy and made it stick. That was lovely, and he's looking to do the same here on Woolsey as well. Sim guy will make a note, and he's going around the outside, he's looking to go for the switchback, and that is not enough speed entry there, but he's going to get him here going on the inside. But saying that, yep, and he's made a move. Woolsey's still there. That was that bit of contact. And that's Woolsey, I think, collected Angry Dutch Guy with him as well. And no, he did. Unfortunately, yeah, he did. Woolsey did tag Angry Dutch Guy as he was spinning out.
That's exactly how I got collected at the start as well.
Oh, now the question is, was there enough room left there? I mean, the thing is, it's all clean racing so far. I mean, I can't really say anyone's been dirty, you know.
No, not at all. There was definite contact between those two, and I think there was the room, but it's because it's that fast
bank corner,
right-hand. Yeah, it's the banked right-hander that you have to slow down on, and I think it was just a little bump between the two, and it's so easy to throw these cars around.
Well, considering it's that Sim guy, and he did award me 2 penalty points from Wednesday's race, I think a DNF here would do perfectly here.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah, that Sim guy to finish P15th, I think. But no, there's not a lot could have been done. You know, it's tight corners around here as well. You say they're fast bank corners. You know, the car's always gonna steer more, especially to the right, with a banking on the left. So it's kind of hard to.
I was just looking back at the stream, and I think I was right. I think it was Jimmer who collected me. I don't think there was any real intent to it, but I think it was Jimmer who collected me on his way through. Just judging by where I was and the people that passed me after the initial collision. But this is only 2 races in, so we'll see what happens for the rest.
Yep. Oh, that Sim guy though, in the meantime, is making a move on Blumchum, looking for first place here. She's going down the inside. But, yep, and that's down the outside, and Blumchum unfortunately clipped too much curb there and lost all momentum.
10 places.
He is. I reckon there's something dodgy going on there.
Yeah, he's too fast. Send him out.
Yeah. Go back to Wednesday nights. And I see the guy leading.
Don't tell him to do that, because he's fast enough on a Wednesday night in an F1 car.
Oh, that's alright. Go on a Thursday night. Go somewhere else on a first night, or stick to your Monday leagues.
Go back on comms. Let us race.
Yeah. And that is Joseph and A. Riley making a move, and that was Jim unfortunately looking to make a move as well on a switchback on both cars, but he just collected Joseph's rear for the spin out, and that's Joseph coming back. But that's not enough there, and we've got Grimmy in first place.
There as well, I think, from Joseph. He was just having a bit
it's going to be hard because we've got Grimmy and Blumchum fighting for second and third, and then Joseph and Riley for fourth. This is a tight race here, but Grimmy, your teammate, is looking strong here. He's caught up to Blumchum as well as the Sim guy did. And that is a comment coming through on YouTube.
So that's Wolsey said he got took out.
Yeah, we did.
Which I did say that there was contact, but yeah, I mean, this is all for fun, you know, it's not something that we're overly concerned if there's a couple of little incidents.
Right, Grimmy is right on the back of Blumchum here. We'll have DRS going down the straight here.
Sim guy is just about to cross the line.
But is this going to be enough? As they're side by side. Oh! Blumchum just got it by half a tenth.
I don't even think it was that much.
It was
There's no split time on my screen for those.
So for mine it's 0.057.
Well, they were 0.33, on mine, and now it's got nothing at all. It's literally sim guy interval, then you've got blank for those two, and then 2.5 seconds to A Riley.
Yeah, so yeah, my one is...
I'll have to see what that says afterwards.
Yeah.
Yours might be right, it might be 0.57, but that was really close.
That was close. That was unlucky by Grimmy there, because he was looking at him for the past 2 laps, trying to get that move done. And to get it done now, leaving it last second, DRS as well, just not enough. And that sim guy, driver of the day for sim guy for this race, it has to be. And also going beforehand as well, I think I've got to give it to yourself for the first race as well, keeping out of trouble, just
leading from the front.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a second race here as a special guest here in LNR, picks up a win 10 from 10 places down. Bit of contact on the way there, but so now our third race, we are waiting to, obviously I think everyone's going to be in the lobby just readying up straight away.
Yeah, we've got 22 seconds. Oh well, let's see where I start for this one. I hate this track. I hate this track so much.
Yep, good old Monaco, I believe.
Yep, all hell breaks loose in Monaco.
This is gonna be 2 ways for me, because it could be just simple DRS overtakes, or it could be an all-out brawl here. It's Monaco.
It's gonna be messy. To be honest, I think more people will crash than actually be taken out, or anything like that. So
standing wise, we've got A Riley leading, Blumchum in second, that's Sim Guy in third, fourth is Colin, fifth
actually
is Jimmer.
Me and Sim Guy are even on points.
Joint points,
so we're technically joint third.
I think it's only Sim Guy's ahead because he's got more points in races than you have with your DNF there.
Well, no, because he picked up 27 in the last race for his win, and I picked 27 up in the first race for my win.
Oh yeah.
So it's just completely random as to who's ahead.
So we're still waiting for Jakey and Connor to score points. The Angry Dutch guy on 1 point there. And
yeah, he finished in P10 in the last race, so he picked up a point and a DNF in his first race. So
Monaco. So 5 laps around Monaco. It's.
I can't even do 1 lap round fucking Monaco. I hate this place so
Well,
much.
this is the thing, because they're such tight corners as well, and to get your maximum speed, you have to go on a throttle early here. That's your F1 mode for the F2.
I have no idea where I'm starting.
F2 is a case of it's you can't put the power down early unless you.
And we are on the super softs as well, so we're on the fastest tyre compound. And I'm starting P5, I believe. Because although it could be P4, I can't see if there's somebody ahead of the car in front of me.
I'll soon let you. Well, actually, I can't let you know until I get the green lights.
I think it's P5, but I don't know. Yeah, P4. So we are actually on a offside grid. So it's actually Grimmy who starts at the front as well.
Oh, and there's a bit of wind damage.
Whoa! There's a bit of contact there. Ryan completely cut. Yeah, Ryan completely and utterly cut turn.
Oh, and that's Lewis going riding the barrier there. Almost losing control of his car, and that's another bit of wing damage from a car ahead there. That's Lewis. Oh, and that's a pile up already. That's a lot of wing debris.
I couldn't slow down in time. Ryan, who completely cuts the hairpin. Great quality driving there from Ryan.
In front at the moment we've got Grimmy, Ryan and Colin taking the podium so far. Coming through the tunnel now. I mean, these cars through the tunnel, and that is the quick killers. No, that's Sim Guy making a move, and Angry Dutch Guy again. A battle. I was saying I can't wait to see what happens. I was going to see how Angry Dutch Guy takes to that of the Sim Guy taking a position.
Oh, I've just cut a fucking corner there as well. My bad.
And that is the Sim guy making quick work of quick killers as well through the S sector. Sim guy is on fire right now. He is flying. We're going to stay on board with him as well because he's got Woolsey again up in front of him. Going to see if he can catch up to Woolsey. And that is Joseph that's lost two. No, that's Jakey in the pits. That is why. And quick killers. Yeah, the quick killers has gone up into 7th place after that. So that Sim guy's now got A. Riley. We've currently got 6 cars in the pits already.
That was probably because of that massive pile.
Yeah. So the closest battle we've got is A. Riley on to Joseph, just under the 10th, and then following that we've got boy Colin here trying to catch up to Ryan for P2, looking for Carlin 1-2 here. And Colin has got a little slight slipstream nail for Ryan here. Colin's really just sliding out a little bit there. Oh, and that's Jakey that's lost it. He's come up just before the hairpin, or just after the hairpin. No, it's just before the hairpin.
Ooh, I think Ryan had the same problem I had there. We just got a little bit of curve and the tail stepped out. Do you mean the track's clear green flag? I didn't even know there was a yellow flag.
There was.
Great work there, Jeff.
It was the only thing I could think of. It was
just Jeff being Jeff. Yeah. Don't worry about it. He's useless.
So we've got Colin now on the right and the back of Ryan Hill. I mean, we're going to see what Colin does here, if he just patiently waits for the DRS zone or if he's going to wait for the tunnel sector, because Monaco is not a track that you can overtake too wide unless you trust the car in front of you or you're pretty ballsy. They're coming up into the
just a sitting P3 at the minute.
But you do have Joseph and Riley catching up. Oh, Colin taking a lot of curve there as well.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. I try not to, but sometimes
best way, it slows you down, but it gets you around the corner quicker. Get your car turned.
Yeah, just a bit of car rotation.
And Jakey's got 2-second penalty.
Anyway.
So Colin is now got Joseph on the back of him.
Oh, for God's sake, with the corner. Just can't avoid cutting that one for some reason.
We've got 2 laps left. We've got Grimley, that's 2 seconds, nearly 3 seconds into the lead there. Colin will have now DRS, so we'll jump on board with Colin to see if he can maximise DRS here on Ryan.
Unfortunately not, I got a really bad run out of that last turn.
And that's Ryan for the fastest lap as well, and that's no A. Riley took it by a 10th. Good thing for you, Colin. Oh, 10-second penalty of Lewis for corner cut. That must have been an extreme corner cut. That must have been the yes sector.
He probably went right across the chicane in sector 2. Because that's about the only place you can pick up that kind of penalty.
Yeah, the good thing for Colin, as I was saying, is that Riley is now on the back of Joseph, slowing Joseph down, trying to get the
got a bit deep into
Colin,
there.
Yeah, going really wide. And that's a yellow flag. Oh, and that then we got to start making a move on Woolsey, as you can see. And that is Woolsey now making a move back on Angry Dutch guy. They're side by side. Oh, and that was contact! Oh, that was
Ryan's
nasty
just
contact.
Took a massive corner cut to fucking avoid me then, because I dived up the inside of him.
That was cheeky by Woolsey again, side by side.
Wind damage.
And I think Woolsey may have just clipped. Well, you know, he did clip Angry Dutch guy there.
And Ryan span.
Yep, I just see that. Yeah, on the final corner there. Oh no, that wasn't Ryan. So that is now Colin and Grim.
Oh, Mr. JC's car's in the fucking way. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, and that's
Mr. JC's car on the end at turn 1 almost put me in the wall there because I did not expect it at all.
And you've got 1 lap to keep Joseph behind you and A. Riley. I'm going to stay on board with A. Riley.
I know, and I've got wing damage.
Yeah, I'm going to stay on board with Riley though. Get his point of view here of this battle, see if he can make a move on Joseph or if Joseph makes a move on you here. because these cameras are good, but once they go around the corner, you lose visual of what actually happens. So we'll go broadcast for the tunnel sector, and that's Wolsey out the race as well now.
Try not to run into any back markers here. We've got back markers just ahead of us. Like one of them's just spam.
Yep, and that is Grimmy gonna come to the final sector. I really don't want to miss what happens on the DRS street, but Grimmy is taking the line, crossing the line here to take P1. Now will Colin be able to keep?
Yeah, I'm hung on for P2.
Yep, and that's Joseph A. Riley pushing out for 3-4. We've got Ryan, unfortunately, who was in P2, who...
That was a hard last 2 laps with wing damage, I'll be honest.
Yeah, can't be that easy. So
this is a track that requires maximum downforce, and once you take a damage to your front wing around here, it is very, very hard to get it around, especially around the hairpin and stuff like that.
So that's him, guy picks up driver today again. Yeah, he charged his way through the field, forcing his way through the cars, regardless of what corner or straight it was. But that is Carlin in 1 and 2 with Grimmy and Colin. A. Riley in 3rd place, so Carlin is the first team to get both drivers on the podium. 2 of the drivers obviously being Colin, twice on the podium. I don't know, did Grimmy... No, Grimmy got podium last race as well.
Yeah, I think he did.
So that is Carlin so far. I mean, if you're going on for the constructors... I
don't think we are good doing constructors, I think it's every man for himself.
So yeah, so I run down again, we have got Grimmy and Colin and... Oh no, Joseph was in 3rd place. My mistake, I thought it was Riley. So yeah, them 3 take podium. Riley in 4th, that Sim guy again, charging way out to his from 14th to 5th. Quick Killers in 6th, Ryan in 7th, Flumchum 8th, Lewis 9th, Jimmer 10th, and then that is all our DNS of Wolsey, JK, Mr. Jace Connor, and Angry Dutch Guy.
So some guy's just been in the comments said he's finished both races and he had the fastest lap with orange wing damage.
So he says.
I was struggling a bit with orange wing damage, I'll be honest. So we're on to Austria now. And I'm back in the lead by 3 points.
Yep. So this is our final race before we take a break. So as you can see, it is really close at the moment. I mean, 4 points separating the top 3 right now, and then to the 4th point it extended to 6 points.
Well, that Monaco was a bit mad. I mean, I was catching up to the back markers by the end of lap 5, and some of them were crashing and spinning and everything, and it was such a distraction on the last lap and a half. As we are waiting for Grimmy.
Yeah, but also we've lost LFC. He left the race during Monaco and hasn't come back, so we're now one of 14 drivers, I believe.
Oh well. Snooze, you lose. Sim guy says I spun twice and I still got P5. Which goes to show just how mental Monaco was, that he spun twice and still got P5. I weren't sure which setup to use then. I was umming and ahhing over a couple of them, but...
I would say go on the preset to 2 or 3.
I've gone increased, 2.
Yeah.
3 is balanced. I've gone slightly increased downforce.
Yeah.
Which is compromising my straight line speed, but it's worth it. So I'm starting P13 this time.
So we're starting going into turn 1 here, and it looks pretty clean so far. Couple of position change midfield, as we have got Connor on the back of A. Riley here going into turn 2. Oh, and that is Mr. Jace, I think. I went really wide off
by
track.
my own teammate there. That was nice. and then I got a warning for it as well.
That's the F1 for you. So now it's interesting because we're gonna see Mr. Sim guy what he can do from P13th.
Wolves is off circuit and got 4 second penalties.
Oh, and that's Grimmy making a move on Mr. Jace going down the outside there. And it makes that move stick, so Grimmy has made his way up into P8. Meantime, we've got Jimmer and Lewis swapping positions for P2. I think because it's a 5 hour, I think DRS is enabled on the second lap, is it? Third lap, so it's still 3 laps on a 5 lapper. But that is Lewis making the most of the split screen there, looking to make a move on turn 1. Backs off, maybe a smart thing to do though, but Jim I believe got a good jump on Joseph. Joseph didn't have a fast start off that turn 1.
Sim guy attacking me now.
Yep, I'm just on board with that.
Side.
Oh,
give me a bit of room, come on!
Oh, and that is
Somebody
Mr. Jace that caught the rear of Sim guy as well.
Yeah, I saw somebody spinning my rear view, but I couldn't see who it was.
Oh, and that is a lovely battle we got on board here, 3 wide. Oh, and that's right into a quick killers. He wants to get off him there, if no, there's contact there. Oh, gonna see.
I've got to play catch up again.
Rhino and quick killers making a lot of contact. Rhino goes back on the inside to retake his position there. Oh, and that was Grimmy that caught the back of quick killers. Quick killers went to go for a switchback on Ryan, but unfortunately Grimmy was thinking the same thing, and it did look like...
I think that was technically an overtake under yellow, but the car wasn't barely moving, so I'm not getting the position back. And the game hasn't told me off for it, so hell with it.
Yeah. So Collins move up to 8th place, we've got a Sim guy in 10th place. Oh, and we've got a nice battle up here, we're going to stay on board with Riley. We've got Lewis, Connor and Jim are fighting 3-way here.
Bit of a DRS train starting to...
Oh, and there's a bit of movement, that is Lewis. Oh, that's a bit of wing damage coming off Connor, I believe. They both got Riley, and Lewis nearly loses it into the wall. We'll jump back on Connor, on board with Connor and Jimmer, who's caught up to Joseph as well. So Connor, who yet to score a point here, is looking to get a podium for his first point scorers here, if he can keep it nice and clean. He does look like he's got a slight speed advantage of Jimmer with the split stream here. We've got A. Riley catching up, and we've got Lewis as well, and Ryan battling out. Rhino's all on the back of Lewis now. This is non-stop action here. We've got 2 laps left to go, and Lewis completely cuts that corner there. Oh, and that was Ryan nearly going to the back of him. And that's Angry Dutch guy looking to make the most of Lewis if he can. If they come round, he will have DRS enabled now. Yep, DRS is active. But there will be a big old DRS train here running all the way down into first place. Obviously Joseph the only one without it. Sim guy setting the fastest lap of 1:14.7. And that is Jimmer again. Jimmer will have DRS on Joseph. Can he make the move? Joseph sticking to the inside, so forcing Jimmer to go wide. But he does get the advantage here. But Jimmer, I think, was looking for a cutback. He takes out the 50 marker board. Yeah, he's going for the switch back there. Oh, and too much garbage. Or was that a hit from Connor? Nearly forced him to spin out in the meantime. Must have been a bit of contact because Connor's now in 4th place with Ryan right next to him. Bumping cars, wheel to wheel again.
I've just bumped quick killers by mistake there. Took wing damage.
We've got coming up to our last lap here. Come up to sector 3, sector 2 and sector 3 now. We've still got a battle, I mean, everyone is still within touching distance of each other. As Angry Dutch guys looking to make a move on Ryan right now, looking to go for the inside, looking to switch it back on the inside, and he's right behind him on a gearbox. Oh, and that was quick killers on going wide, taking the wide line, and he makes a move.
Almost
on...
everybody went off on the double right-hander there at the end of the lap.
And
must
that
have been
is
3 or 4 cars just ahead of me that did it.
That Sim guy looking to make a move. Just they're side by side. I think they both have DRS, I would imagine.
Yeah, Yeah, they have.
Quick Killer just proving to be a little bit faster, maybe running a lower downforce to get the speed there, as Sim Guy's looking to go around the outside. And also ahead we've got Ryan and Angry Dutch Guy side by side, as well as Connor and Lewis. So 6 cars all side by side.
Sim Guy taking my front end, you little shit.
Really, that is how Sim Guy does it.
He will, because I'll just launch him in a minute if he keeps taking my
And
front
that
wing with
is
him.
Connor looking to make a move on Lewis, which he does coming out of the straight. They're still side by side here, and as well as Angry Dutch Guy and Ryan side by side as well. Oh, and they both go off track.
There's 2 gone off track there, yeah.
Yep, that was Connor and Lewis there. And that looks like Connor's made a move on Lewis, but that is Angry Dutch Guy speeding down, going, and yeah, that is Connor early on the brakes. And that, who is that? That's Lewis making a move as well. Lewis though, completely off track. Oh, what the hell happened there? Lewis, I don't know what he was thinking, but...
That was Lewis collected.
That was...
I don't know who it was though.
Yeah, Lewis looked like he was off track there.
I think he collected Angry Dutch Guy.
Yeah.
He looked like he was going in the pit lane, and then suddenly he leapt across and
Yeah,
just took one of the cars
he
with
went
him.
completely inside there. I don't know what he was thinking.
I saw that from my point of view. That was a really, really bad move there. I don't know what he was playing at.
That Sim Guy picks up another driver there, but yeah, Lewis there, I mean, unfortunately for Angry Dutch Guy, but yeah, Lewis there definitely blamed me. Was completely off track on the inside, came back on track, and dangerous. Well, I mean, even with cars behind you, that is a dangerous place to decide to rejoin on track mid-corner.
Like I said, from my point of view, it looked like he was going into the pits, and I thought to myself, oh, if he dives in the pits, I might sneak an extra position.
Yeah, but
and then all of a sudden, him and
because it was last lap,
Angry
he
Dutch
decided
Guy,
to do that.
He just went completely flew across the track. I don't know what that was about.
Unfortunately, he did collect a drive or two with him, but that was a bang up order there. That's no need for that. So as we have a look now, we've got Jimmer in first with Joseph and Riley in second and third, taking the podium. Connor in fifth, Sim Guy getting up from 14th to 5th place as second, 5th place for him. Colin in 6th from 13th, Quick Killer in 7th from 12th, 8th is Grimmy Blumchum in 9th, Mr. J's 10th, 11th is Woolsey, 12th Angry Dutch Guy, Lewis and Ryan, who DNF'd, are 13 and 14. But yeah, a really strange decision there from Lewis at the end there.
Yeah, I'm just going to jump back on the stream and see if I can actually see what happened, because that was really bad from his point of view, or from my point of view. I don't know how it looked from his. You're actually on board with Angry Dutch Guy. Yeah. He goes, whoa, he goes completely off. He cuts the middle, and then there was a bit of lag there, but you see that the contact comes between the 2 wheels.
Yep.
So the 2 front wheels, the front left and the front right, actually came together. So I've lost my lead by 4 points now to A. Riley. Oh, hang on, that was race 4, so we're supposed to be having a break now.
Yep.
So that's not too bad then. So halfway through, and I'm only 4 points down to A. Riley. That's not too bad. I think there is a couple of drivers that are a little bit angry about incidents that have happened.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see what Angry Dutch Guy has to say.
You don't want to see what Angry Dutch Guy has to say. If you take a look at the Discord, you'll see what he's got to say. And none of it's nice.
Yeah, I do feel bad. Not often I say this, but I do feel bad for Angry Dutch Guy there. It's not often anyone says that, but yeah. So are we gonna end the stream for the break, or are we gonna?
No, I think it'll only be a few minutes. I think people are just having quick smoke breaks and whatever before, you know, nip into the little boys' room, and then I think we'll be back underway. Maybe in, I don't know, if we say 5 minutes, then that'll be dead on 10. So I think that's likely what the plan is here.
So standing on the point, we've got A. Riley that just takes first place. Colin is second by 4 points. Sim Guy in third with 51 points. Joseph in fourth. Jim in fifth. 6th is Grimmy. Blumchum 7th. 9th is Quick Killer. Connor finally getting some points on the board with 12 points in 10th. 11th Mr. Jace. Lewis is in 12th. 13th is Woolsey, and Angry Dutch Guy with 1 point in 14th.
just having a bit of a conversation there with Sim Guy. I says to him that he could have left me a little room. He says, you love a squeeze, don't you? I was like, you clipped me twice, you bastard. He does love squeezing people.
So no, it's yeah, so just waiting for this for this first bet. Time to light up a cigarette and wait for things to get going again.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Just, I'll be back on the mic in a sec.
So while waiting for the race to go down, it would be handy if if I have a look at the. Gonna try and actually find out and see constructors. I don't think actually they're doing constructors, but I mean, if they were doing constructors, then it'll definitely be Carlin up front with ART in second. High Tech would be third. No, tell a lie. Trident would be third, then High Tech. Then it would be HWA and then Prima.
So, something that somebody's just pointed out in the chat that I hadn't noticed, there is 12 points standing between first and sixth.
Yeah, so it's
and
still
then
to go
there's a
for.
9-point gap back to P7. So it is top 6 here fighting for the champions title. But considering we've got Spain, Singapore, Monza and Bahrain, Singapore's going to do me in all kinds of dirty ways. Monza could be good, could be bad, depends on the chicane. Spain shouldn't be too bad, depends on turn 9. And Bahrain, it depends on turn 12.
Especially in these F2 cars as well.
It also depends where you start on the grid as well.
Well, I
I've
mean,
obviously had better results from further up. It's hard to overtake in some tracks.
well, I mean, everyone just has to take a leaf out of Sim Guy's book.
Yeah, he's stupid fast. I don't know where he get his speed from.
Averagely, from the past races, an average race, he's gained 10 positions a race.
I know. I mean, I'm sitting here before this all kicked off thinking, Sim Guy, he's fast in the F1s. I wonder if he can replicate that in the F2s. Clearly he can. I was hoping just maybe we'd have a chance of beating him for a change.
So the Sim Guy added on the YouTube chat saying that you love squeezing him into turn 4.
Well, you know, if he's going to squeeze me, I'm going to squeeze him back.
No doubt this is going to end quite badly if these two are side by side.
Nah, we give each other just about enough room. We only have little bits of contact here and there, so and that happens in racing. So
the thing is no matter what the Sim Guy says, me and you still have a better overtake record on a formation lap on a Wednesday.
Oh, for sure. No one
does.
Us. Although I don't know, there's a couple of other guys out there who like to have a little bit of fun with us as well.
Yeah, there is. But yeah, that's you know, I just realised as well, I haven't even had no practice for tomorrow, so...
Do you know what? Neither have I.
So it sounds like a good plan would be taking out Sim Guy lap 1, turn 1.
It does. Although I think we probably should get a little practice in for it, because the pre-season in our other league is Spain and Monza.
Yeah,
so I think we need a lot of practice for Monza. We've got it twice inside 4 or 5 days.
McLaren Madness saying annoying from Sim Guy and his other comment. I'm not too sure about that. I'll have to drop
No, we don't like you that much.
Nah. Give McLaren Madness a shout out.
Yeah, obviously it was on the McLaren Madness. Why did they have to start readying up? I'm still smoking this smoke.
Oh no, it's not Blumcharm.
They're all just overexcited about getting going though. Need to take a chill. I'm enjoying the break anyway. I've got a stiff left shoulder today. I don't think Sim Guy's happy with us. But yeah, we race with Sim Guy on Wednesdays anyway in his league. So
yeah, it's
It's a very mixed bag of drivers as well.
Yeah, it's not the best league, but me and Colin make it top notch.
Yeah, obviously.
You know, having
Like,
us
we
two in the
make it
same
what it
class. Or,
is.
you know what I mean? We put that stuff on YouTube. We are the reason why they get viewers.
Yeah, it's us, just us.
No, we don't. Well, the reason why we try and race with you is because it's your league. We can't show you up in your league. It's just respect.
Yeah, we
can't
have to
be.
sandbag for your league.
We can't be beating the league owner. You know what I mean? Because then it's just like if we're better than the league owner, then we could probably even do a better league than the league owner.
I think we're ready to go as well. So.
Okay, so
Lewis
Sim
has
guy.
just said he didn't mean to. What happened against Dutch guy? He had it and then he lost it. He didn't mean to come back on track like that.
So before we get started, Sim Guy's got his wish. So yeah, so on a Wednesday night, Sim Guy here does a his own league called BRL, which me and Colin also racing. Takes place every Wednesday night, so it doesn't actually interfere with this league here.
We run a few different ones.
So he's asked for his shout. He's got his shout for BRL. You know, as I say, it was a good league until me and Colin joined and made it even better.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I was there pretty much from the start, so I dragged you in to make it worse.
Yeah, exactly.
So, on to Spain. And I think I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm starting right near the back.
Yeah, of course we make it better. BRL now stands for.
Wolsey says shut it.
Wolsey.
Yeah, BRO stands for Better Racer League now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It should be a BLR NW. T. Wolsey's, yeah, so reply to Wolsey. I would say something, mate, but just lucky I'm not on track with you boys. So we're starting here off with Austria here. And Quick Killer is leading it here with Grimmy, Wolsey in third. Joseph Blumchump's making up 2 places in P5.
I don't know if I almost outbraked somebody then, but Angry Dutch guy seemed to slow right in front of me. I think I almost collected him.
Angry Dutch guy.
Everyone's having the same problem at turn 3. They can't seem to turn in.
Yeah.
Everyone's just gone wide at turn 3. And as I'd almost do the same at turn 4. Oh, I almost collected Blumchum, and whoever that was behind me, I just got red arrows.
There's a massive pack here, and that's you, Colin, going down the inside of Blumchum, making a nice little move there, just jumping on board with that. That was a nice
Blumchum
move.
dirty.
That was a nice move. As
6 places already.
Oh, and that was a bit of wind coming off as well from the car behind, and that was Blumchum as well taking the inside line, losing blue places. We've got Sim Guy on the back of Angry Dutch Guy now as well, as they're coming down coming up into sector 3 now. And that Sim Guy looking to go on the inside here of Angry Dutch Guy, and Angry Dutch Guy is not giving up. They're side by side coming out of the exit. Oh no, it's the Sim Guy made a move there.
Sim Guy's going to be attacking me next. He does like to have a run at me.
I mean, when Sim Guy does get behind you, it will be a good opportunity for you to test your brakes, make sure test the braking right as he's right on your gearbox as well.
Yeah, you mean like in the middle of the straight for no reason at all?
Yeah, perfect. You know, you always got to test your brakes, you know.
Don't want them to fail, especially on these cars. It's
I mean,
like being in Fred Flintstone's car.
I mean, Spain is also known for its. Austria is also known for its wet weather as well. You know, it might have been raining before the track. You want to test your brakes, make sure they're not a bit rusted or seasoned or wet.
Guy. He's just tried to go around the outside of me.
Yeah, no, he's trying to go on the inside. The best thing is, I could just stay on board here and tell you what he's going to do. He's going around the outside now. He's going to be looking to maybe go around the outside. He's sticking with you on the outside, side by side, and that is a car up ahead of Joe Grimmy that was off track. Oh, nearly collected you and Sim Guy. Yeah, thank God for ghosted.
Just as I went through him, he unghosted.
So that is now you and Sim Guy up into third and fourth there. Connor is having a race by himself at this current moment.
A little bit of oversteer there.
We've got Grimmy that's trying to catch up to you and Sim Guy. Sim Guy's looking to make a move on the inside here.
I'm going to leave him just about enough room, but I'm not going to give it to him.
Oh, but that there has allowed Grimmy to sneak right up onto his gearbox, or as Grimmy gets massive. Oh, and that is the Sim Guy lost it. I think we need to change his name from the sim guy to the spin guy.
To the spin guy, yeah.
The Spinola.
I don't know what happened there. I didn't feel any contact.
No,
but if there was some contact, I do apologise.
I don't think there was any contact. I think he just collected too much curb there.
I have collected too much curb there before myself. So
Oh, and that was Angry Dutch guy. I think I went off track momentarily. Yeah, he did, because Jimmer is moving up behind him, going incredibly fast, looking to make a move on the inside. No, Jimmer is sent a dummy. He sent it on the outside, switched it back on the inside, but I think he left that move too late to go on the inside there. But he's on the outside. Oh no, he's tucked in behind him now. And that is Blumchum that sent it into the wall on turn 3. No, turn 2, sorry, tell a lie. Between turn 2 and turn 3. And that is Lewis making a move on him there. Now we've got quick killers on the back of Grimmy, who's getting on the back of his teammate of Colin as well. In the meantime, obviously Colin is catching up to Joseph as well. Oh, a nice Jimmer cutting the corner there in turn 9, yep. We've still got this little freeway battle. We've got the quick killers that's also gaining up on Grimmy now, as well as Grimmy's catching up to Colin. Colin's now...
My wife dropping something in the background.
Colin's worked his way up into Joseph DRS here as well. Cutting it down from a second down to, well, just 6 seconds, now it's just 9 seconds. Yeah, DRS is active for Colin there. And that's this Grimmy's gonna make a move on his teammate. He's looking for it. Going up on the inside there.
Give him room, I'm not gonna chop him up.
And now it's interesting because maybe not, I was gonna say quick killer looked like he was gaining on you as well, but he just went wide. It's going to be interesting to see if Grimmy's going to work a few here, Colin, to try and catch up to Joseph. A couple of maybe precision chops on DRS if possible.
I don't know whether he'll work with me or against me, yeah. He likes to launch me usually.
We've got A. Riley, Jim and Angry Dutch Guy though. Jim is making a move on Angry Dutch Guy on the inside. We're going to stay on board with Riley here, who's providing a perfect point of view for this. We're going up into turn 9. Jimmer will have DRS on Angry Dutch Guy, cuts the corner a little bit, gets a faster exit out of there, but is that going to be enough? He sends it down on the inside, and he's ahead by a wing, and he's ahead now.
Oh,
that is a lovely
move.
Has
just lost it behind me.
Oh, that is not good for Quick Killers. He didn't lose it that much. He's only lost 2 seconds, which is more than enough, especially when we're coming up to the final lap. Gonna jump board of Angry Dutch Guy though, and A. Riley back on this battle here, because DRS here will obviously help Angry Dutch Guy here, and that is a yellow flag. And who is that? That is Mr. Jace, I believe.
I think Grim is running lower downforce than me.
So Angry Dutch Guys make a move on Jim. A. Riley look to try and capitalise that on there, but not enough straight for him there. But that's Angry Dutch Guy now up into 6. In the meantime, we've didn't clock Grimmy is right in the back of Joseph here. Connor's had a slow start in the first 4 races. Now he's looking to pick up his first win here. If you look back, Jimmo is still trying to find every scratching and clawing to try and get his position back from Angry Dutch Guy here, but he's also got A. Riley in the back of the company. We've got that sim guy who's behind Lewis as well, who looks like his teammate as well, who cuts the corner as well. DRS. Lewis has gone completely off track on the gravel, but came back on track. Lewis is not really working his track limits here right now. He looks like he's struggling. He's gone completely wide there, allowing sim guy with his teammate. That might have been a strategy move for Lewis there, but again, I believe this is every man for himself here. There's no team points at all. So Connor's just crossed the line, and then we've got Joseph. Oh, that was close between Joseph and Grimmy. 0.03 tenths there. Colin in 4th, Quick Killers in 5th, Angry Dutch Guy 6th, Jimmer 7th, A. Riley crossing the line for 8th, Woolsey in 9th, that sim guy in 10th, Lewis is in 11th, and Blumchum is coming up to sector 3 now with Mr. Jace behind him, 3 seconds behind him. And Blumchum picked up a 10-second penalty for corner cut, and so has Mr. Jace, so not too sure what's happened there. Mr. Jace, if he...
Some guy doesn't like this track, I'm not surprised after he span at 10-12.
Well, what, Mr. Spin Guy?
Yeah, Mr. Spin Guy, yeah.
So that's Connor picking up driver of the day there. Can't blame him again.
I went from about P11 and almost to the podium, so that's not too bad.
So you started P10 up into P4, 6 positions gain. That is respectably
somebody
done.
must have let me off the line then, I thought it was P11. No, A. Riley was P11, so it might have been him who got alongside me at the start.
Yeah, so Connor picking up the race win from 9th place, Joseph in 2nd, Grimmy in 3rd, Colin in 4th, Quick Killers 5th, Angry Dutch Guy 6th, Jimmy in 7th.
Some guy says every race I've started P14. Yeah, it's because the game don't like you, mate.
A. Riley in 8th, Mr. Woolsey in 9th, Mr. Spin Guy in 10th, I repeat, Mr. Spin Guy in 10th. 11th is Lewis, 12th is Blumchum, and 13th is Mr. Jace.
So that will have closed Connor up in the standings as well, because that was quite a few points from in there. 25 is a big amount of points.
And I believe that would have been as well that you might have caught up on A. Riley on points as well.
I have caught up on A. Riley. I think I've taken a 4-point lead on him, but I don't know if anyone's let me. I'm trying to find out when it loads up.
So yeah, it's Colin on with Joseph.
It's tied with Joseph on 65 points, and I'm going to lose it all here at Singapore.
Yep,
Singapore
4th
is
Grimmy.
a hellhole.
5th is that Sim Guy, 6th is Jimmer, 7th Connor, 8th is Blumchum.
Top 4. 13 split in the top 6. Connor is now into 7th though with 37 points.
Yeah.
Sim Guy likes Singapore. He's grinning. I hate Singapore. It's one of those street circuits that I really, really don't like.
But if he all it takes is one spin to take into Spinamore.
Do you know what it is? It's that right-hander into the hairpin that's really hard to slow down in these. It is very, very hard to get these cars stopped in time.
Lewis is saying he hates these F2 cars. Yeah, you can't, not really finding a grip there with the rear. I've seen it, especially through Austria, just then struggling. You know, it's.
Yeah, a lot of people doing these.
You know, as well, a lot of these boys are coming straight from F1 into F2. You know, massive difference.
A lot of us are. So I think I'm starting about P4 or 5 this time. Maybe 6 actually. I can't see how many people are ahead of the car in front of me. The car in front of me though is Grimmy, so he's 2 places ahead of me. It's the other Colin, so I know who that one is. This should be an interesting race. If I'm going to crash out of any race, it's going to be this one. Although I thought that at Monaco, and I did okay at Monaco. I got took out at Netherlands instead. Oh, fuck.
There's a start.
I let go of my clutch slightly too soon.
Yeah, that is a drive-through as well, which you'll have to serve. If not, you'll be.
I'm going to serve that straight away. Just get rid of it. I'm going to be last now anyway. That was a mistake. I knew I'd do something stupid.
We've lost another driver. Only one of 13. Not too sure who you lost there.
Joseph just put me in the side and almost span out.
So we've got Blumchum on the back of Quick Killers here. For some reason now the camera has changed to his rear wing. Oh, Blumchum's looking to dive down the inside there, and not enough there, but he has got you on the back of him.
Yeah, and I almost planted him just like that.
Oh, and that is Mr. Jace. That's lost it. So that allows now Angry Dutch Guy to take the lead with A. Riley in 2nd place, and Grimmy is all over the back of A. Riley here as well as they're going down into sector 2. Problem with this as well, these with these
getting these things stopped here is awful.
So we had a position change, so Blumchum lost out to Quick Killers there. Blumchum, I believe, sending it wide, allowing Quick Killers to send it up on the inside. Grimmy's on the back of A.
What the hell
Riley.
was that from Jimmer? I think I may have shut the door slightly on him as he tried to make a move, but he went right up onto the curb instead.
We've got Grim on the back of A Riley here. A Riley braking early there, trying to get the car to slow down. The Grim was struggling to get a slow car. Looks like he's going to nearly end up in the back, and we're meant to stop on time.
I really don't like this track. This is one of the
Oh, I saw that as you just collect a little bit of the wall there. You go straight into the pits there. Angry Dutch guy sets the fastest lap on a 1:56.5, which should be beaten next lap as well. Oh, and that is Angry Dutch guy completely cutting that corner there.
Why am I taking a pit stop? I didn't ask for this. I wanted my drive-through served. Oh, come on. I didn't want to go in the pits, I wanted to drive through. I didn't ask for a new set of tyres. Oh, Jeff, you're such a clown. I didn't want that, I wanted to serve my drive-through.
Not having the time of his life with the, well, at least you're on fresh tyres, I suppose.
And a fresh wing that I didn't even ask for. Dumbass. I hate it when the game does that. I didn't tell him I wanted a new strategy.
We've got that sim guy on the back of Joseph here. Joseph goes a little bit wide there, but not enough for sim guy to make a move, but he's going to have to split stream. Sim guy's going to be sending, oh, this is going to be, oh, I'm going to say that was a brave move. He was going to send it down the inside there. Going to say that would have ended disastrous. Sim guy's backing off, patiently waiting to make his move unless he spins it again.
I did say before this race I hate Singapore. It's one of those dumb street circuits that I just can't stand.
Oh, and that is Jimmer and Blumchum side by side there. Was that quick? Blumchum backing off, but that is Quick Killers that sent it wide, nearly into the wall there. Unlucky, nearly there. So that, yeah, Jimmer just nearly lost it. I think he was just trying to make space and didn't realise how tight these corners were.
Oh, I hate this hairpin. It's so bad. The thing with these cars is a single clutch, so you can't use the engine to slow the things down.
So yeah, Sim guy is looking to make a move on Joseph here, going down the inside. He's not letting it off this time, forcing his way on the inside, and on the outside that is Joseph, who is not giving up, but unfortunately had to let off there with that chicane there. And that's allowed, I believe, Connor to get on the right on the back of Joseph now as well. So we've got a little free battle here for 7th, 8th and 9th, and I believe Lewis is looking to make his move as well to try and catch up to Connor.
So let's see if we can actually serve my fucking drive-through this time.
Oh, and that is Lewis. Oh, and Connor making a little bit of contact there. Lewis sliding his way into Connor's DMs, it looks like there. Car completely sideways. A lovely little drift. It did make him lose time, but that did look good.
So I am now currently stone dead last by almost a minute, thanks to the game.
That is Lewis clipping the wall. I'm not too sure if he done damage.
He might have done, although he might have done with that one as well. There was a couple of clips on the wall I saw while I was driving down the pits. So
oh, and that's the Connor that's just pumped the wall there as well on that hairpin. Oh, and that is Jimmer all over the place, and that is Blumchum taking a position there. Not too sure what's happened to Jimmer. Oh, and that's Jimmer in the back of Blumchum. Nearly lost it, but slammed on the brakes to gain control of his car. Lights controlled there. He's allowing Sim guy to slip in. Oh, and that is Jimmer. I think he might have severe wing damage. I'm not too sure because his car looks like he is struggling here. No, there's no damage there. Not too sure what's happening with Jimmer unless he's got some damage that I can't see. Sim guy just clips the wall as well with his rear. Sim guy's at the fastest lap for 1:52.948. It's allowing him to jump on the back of Jimmer as well, trying to gain a position. Still in 7th place here. Made a couple of positions up already. In the meantime, the leader, the A Riley, is still trying to gain up on Angry Dutch guy. He's got DOS active. Is there enough? He's got a lap and a half to do so if he wants to make a move, and he's got Grimmy as well trying to catch up behind him, who's also just got everything his DRS. A Riley got a better start out of that hairpin there as it gets tight here. He's right at the back of Angry Dutch Guy now, so this is a all-on for A. Riley
Crash,
here.
I want to try and sneak a couple of points.
Oh, that's not going to help him though, clipping the wall, and I think that's part of his wing barreling down the track there as well, a bit of debris on track. I think that might have been an end plate on the right hand side for A. Riley, but it allows Grimmy to sneak up on him as well, so Grimmy here looking for, it smells blood on A. Riley's damaged car. His DRS actually, obviously A. Riley will have DRS.
That's the first time I crossed the start finish line. I've been through the pits twice.
Only took you 4 laps.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's Grimmy sent it wide, and that is him dinged it straight into the wall and lost half his wing, I believe. It's unlucky for Grimmy. I think Grimmy just got too much speed with the split stream, just couldn't slow his car down, which allowed Jimmer, Blumchum and that Sim guy and Quick Killers to all make a jump. So A. Riley's now second behind Angry Dutch Guy. We've got the Sim guy that's hunting down Jimmer if possible. He's been behind him for a lap now, trying to make a move. Obviously Jimmer is out of DRS of Blumchum, so DRS here will be a valuable option if they're coming around the final corner.
Well, I hate this place.
Yeah, that's a lovely corner there on the last one. They've got a lot of speed there. Is that enough though to carry him through? No, it's not. And there's a yellow flag, and that looks like it's Woolsey, I believe, that's lost it through just the entry of sector 3 there. Oh, and A. Riley has managed to find under half a second on Angry Dutch Guy. He's got one last lap to attempt to move here to try and get into P1 here.
That's a yellow flag.
Yeah, we'll jump on board with you. Yeah, 15 seconds behind Mr. Jace.
Yeah, I've been down as far as about 14.
Oh, and that's Jimmer that's spun it round, and now he is, what's going the wrong way? That is
Sim guys also dropped down as well, but I don't know why. I've just seen his fastest lap purple drop onto my screen.
Not too sure. There's a problem between Jim and Sim guy there. I did miss that. He's jumping on board. So we've got Blumchum looking to make a move on Quick Killers on the last lap here, coming up to the last sector, as well as A. Riley, who's lost 3 attempts on Angry Dutch Guy. But they will, DRS will not help them out at all, because the finish line is straight after the DRS activation point. So we're going to stay on board with Blumchum, see if he can do anything here on. But then saying that, we've got Joseph on the back of Grimmy as well, 1/10. 3 tenths now, but this is going to be close battles here for 5th and 6th and 4th and 3rd. A. Riley though in the meantime is 4 tenths behind, but it's not enough to do it, so Angry Dutch Guy takes the line. A. Riley in 2nd, Quick Killers managed to defend off Blumchum in 4th. 5th is Grimmy, who nearly loses it, and that is Joseph side by side. All Grimmy, I think, just taking that corner wide allowed him to carry that extra speed to defend of Joseph. Unlucky there, 0.24, so that is the closest finish we've had. That is ridiculous.
It's about another 16 laps. I might have actually caught up with Mr. JC.
Maybe, yep. So yeah, so Connor in 7th, Lewis in 8th, that Sim guy in 9th, Jim in 10th, Woolsey is 11th, 12th will be Mr. Jace if all goes well for him, and then you have gained 2 seconds on Mr. Jace.
That's what I'm saying. If we had another few laps, I might have actually caught him up. Not that I would have scored any points, but you know, at least I wouldn't have been last anymore.
So that's Mr. Jace. Sim guy letting his 12.5
it was. 12.
So yeah, so that incident between Sim guy and Jimmer, Sim guy letting his opinion know, Jimmer obviously is letting his opinion know as well, so yeah, so Quick Killer's taking a drive of the day there. But it's all happening enough in the Discord.
It definitely weren't about to be me, was it?
No. Yeah, Angry Dutch Guy saying last 2 laps horrible with the grip. Yeah, a lot of cars on that last 2 laps was losing their rear end a little bit.
Oh, well, on to Monza and Bahrain.
Yeah, the last 2 races
well,
here.
I'm going to drop right down the order now after that. No point finish. Which is kind of not happy about it, you know, but I screwed that one up. At least I wasn't taken out this time. Like in Netherlands, so we're getting there.
So yes, Angry Dutch Guy takes his first win here, A. Riley in second, which will now allow him to jump up. Quick Killers in first, Plumchum in fourth. Joseph will maybe drop down a couple of positions. I think he's definitely going to take you though for second place.
He will, yeah. He'll have an 8-point advantage on me.
Connor in seventh. Eighth is Lewis, that Sim guy in ninth, and Jim are picking up the final point, which are leaving Wolsey, Mr. Jace and Colin.
Sim guy said he liked this track and he still only finished P9. Sort it out. Yeah, I need to remember the tyres are cold off the start. I couldn't tell you what the tyres are doing off the start. I don't look. I just drive and hope for the best. So we are on to Monza then. So we're off to Italy, and I've dropped down to 4th. But there is only a 14-point gap, and Sim guy is now only 7 points behind me. So with Jimar 5 points behind him.
And that is allowing me to jump into a car. So I'm going to jump in with... I'm going to have to jump in with Connor in the Prima just to be safe. So that is me into the race now, boys, as well. So I will be trying to provide comms. Yep, which means, Colin, you've got to do the same thing as me. Well, you've already been doing it anyway, yeah. So we have got Italy on Monza to do. So
I think we'll be alright. As long as people play it safe around the chicane, I think we'll be just fine. Because that's the biggie. Oh, and around Ascari as well. If people go off there, you don't want to try and come back on midway round this turn. That's an awful thing to do.
So car setup, I'm going to go with increased top speed here. Oh.
I've gone the other way. I've gone increased downforce. Because I don't think there's enough straight lines.
And I am starting P2, I believe, so... Jumping in the Prima.
Sim guy says he hopes he starts last at this track.
I hope he DNFs.
Well, I don't think he's going to start last, because I think that might be where I am now. I'll look at the grid. There's just a row of cars ahead of me.
So it's going to be interesting. So behind us we have got Wolsey and Quick Killers in fourth place.
I'm 13. Wow, that was a long way from the lights.
I've got a good start. Yeah, it looks like I'm trying to get a good start on Mr. Jace here with Quick Killers, who also got an excellent start behind me. I'm going to have to brake early here.
Oh, so am I, because Grim has just moved over on the line right in front of me.
It's Mr. Jace loose in the rear. I'm going to try and make a move here. Getting his DRS, sticking it right behind him.
Who was that who's just cut the middle of the turn? Whoa, as Quick Killer's just come back on and I almost wiped out on him.
Oh, as I outbrake Mr. Jason, that's a bit of contact there, and I've got a bit of wing damage there. Oh, brave move by me, you know, just happy not to take out Mr. Jason, of course.
Oh, what is it with me and getting stuck behind Blumchum? Seriously?
I've got a bit of wing damage. I feel the effect of it going down that right-hander there. I've got Connor, my teammate, behind me, giving me company. And he's looking to get my split stream. He's going to go down the outside. I've got to make sure I leave enough room for him there. I don't want to take him up with me. I'm going to brake early, let him move because I don't want to hold him up. Oh, and I nearly collect his rear wing there.
I'm getting rammed by Quick Killers. Because he can't ram his way past. He rams into me instead. My character's like, what are you doing, mate?
I'm going to try and always going for the inside. Too late to make a move down the inside there.
I've got Lewis trying to make a move on my left side.
Me and Wolsey are side by side, but I'll get a better exit of Wolsey there. But Wolsey will have my split stream coming down this straight here, no doubt. I'm going to send it on the inside, going to commit early. He's going to try and go on the outside. Hopefully I should get the inside here, and hopefully he should brake early. This is my corner. Oh, as I nearly, yep, just enough braking there. Still managed to somehow keep P3 with a damaged wing. But again, these cars, it doesn't really affect you, but I think because I've on a higher downforce here, it's
Quick Killers has been disqualified.
Might be going backwards on track, so now I've set a purple sector 1, but I think everyone will do that here. So now I'm going to try and keep up with, try and get that.
Whoa, Blumchum corner cutting and spins out.
I got a little bit wide there, not enough, and it looks like Sim Guy and Woolsey are going side by side behind me, and that is Sim Guy taking the position of Woolsey. And quickly has left the session.
One race to go.
Yellow flag.
I think I love that sector. If you cut that
like
corner,
going off at a Scary. I went off at a Scary.
so yeah, I think
Lewis might have me, yeah.
Sim Guy definitely running lower downforce than me. I can see in the straights, but I am getting the corner speeds out of him. But this straight here is just going to kill me with him trying to get in corner split stream. Sim Guy up behind me, he can smell my wing damage. I'm not going to allow him to go on the inside. I'm going to take that defensive line, and he still goes for it, but he's not having it. Going to squeeze him, give him a little squeeze there, little squeeze from Colin there, mate.
Oh, I almost didn't stop.
The only thing is that battle there, Sim Guy is dropping me back from Connor here.
I'm not even managing to battle. I keep 10th at the minute. I'm struggling to keep up with the guys ahead. I'm trying to get some slipstream, but I'm just trying to keep Lewis off me at the minute.
Clicking too much curb that I didn't want, slowing me down.
A lot of people did on that turn, on the chicane.
Just hoping that Mr. Jace can hold up me Connor there to allow me to go, but I still got the Sim Guy on the straights that's catching up to me. And he's going to look to go around the inside, but I'm going to hold that inside. I'm going to squeeze him on the outside because I will have the inside. Oh, that is just ridiculous speed there by Sim Guy. That was a lovely move there. Riding those sausage curves too much. So now it's dropped me down to 4th place. And it looks like Connor's trying to make a go on the inside of Mr. Jace here. Mr. Jace has gone wide. He looks like he's off track there, and he's lost the position. And I somehow have scraped DRS off the Sim Guy. Look like I'm going to be going 3 wide here into the first corner here, and that is Connor committing to the inside. And that is Sim Guy looking to go around the outside. There's a bit of wheel bumping. That is Sim Guy that's gone off track. Oh, and I've gone into back to Mr. Jace. I've got yellow wing. I've got yellow wing damage, but I managed to pick up and move off Mr. Jace.
So I got yellow wing damage there as well.
Find out what this damage does. Got a split stream off Mr. Sim Guy. I'm going to send it down the inside, late on the brakes. Oh, and that is me not even turning at all. Going to have to return that position. Or maybe not, because that is Mr. Jace. Oh, clipping away. I'm going to have to try and give this position back to Sim Guy without slowing down, but I've gone for the overtake, so maybe I won't give the position back. Who knows? Well, Sim Guy is now ahead of me, behind me now, so this is a perfect time for me to give that position back if he can take it. If he goes down the inside, I will let him, and he has, and that's the Angry Dutch Guy catching up as well. Trying to give that position back as safe as possible. And that's Angry Dutch Guy behind me with DRS, I believe. Yep. Angry Dutch Guy down the side, the outside.
Sector 2 or sector 3, I think, coming out the Scary.
And I'm going, the Angry Dutch Guy got me outside, but hopefully I've got a better corner in exit. But I think, yeah, missed. Oh no, I did get DRS.
This is your final lap.
Final lap, we're side by side going into the first corner, and that's Mr. Jace trying to see the outside as well, and that is Jim out of the race. Gonna have to back off a little bit because and that's the Angry Dutch Guy gone completely off track there. But Mr. Angry Dutch Guy fair enough took the cut away, and I don't know if he's letting me take that position off him or not. If he did, fair play to him, thank you for that. But Angry Dutch Guy's got 2 second penalty as well. I don't know if I was taking the runway off or not, which was a bit bizarre. And now I'm on the back of the Sim Guy again. Hopefully he turns into the spin guy around here. Yeah, feeling the effects of the warm tyres. The tyres are 21% worn on that right hand side.
I'm feeling the effects of this wing damage I've got as well.
Yeah, the wing damage and this high wear on the front left, it's not helping me at all. And that is Sim Guy, sorry, Angry Dutch Guy looking to go on the outside of me, but hopefully he backs off because I'm on the inside and he doesn't. Oh, side by side trying to leave. Sorry there, mate. There was nowhere for me to go there in Dutch guy. There was completely nowhere. I was half on the track, half. It was just a bit brave us to go in there too wide. That's cost me a couple of positions as well on the last lap.
Oh, Wolsey comes across me. I almost collected Wolsey then because he come right across me. And I finished 0.43 behind him.
So that was an interesting battle. Just a shame the wing damage there was, and a little contact with Sim Guy there. Again, Sim Guy, I do apologise, mate. It was.
I think I may have no chance of winning today now. I think I may have just lost it on that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But still not too bad. I'll pick up 2 points, so. But one race to go and it's Bahrain.
Yeah, Connor turned up, has decided to try and convince these boys for the last 2 races. To get a driver's point of view and commentary as well. Watching you boys there, the action there, I just couldn't help but get involved, you know, you boys just, you know, got me interested to join. So apparently I cost him the win. Don't know how I cost him Guy the win.
Don't know.
But yeah, Connor picking up his second race though, A. Riley and...
Bahrain it is then.
So for first place there's 4 points.
Yeah. So if A. Riley and Grimmy and Joseph don't finish, and I win, I can still win this. Just a couple of bad results has kind of thrown this away from me after such a good start. But it happens. It's the way a season goes. You have good races, you have bad races. And away we go again.
So the final race here, 4 points separating first, second and third. So anyone is still good. So Quick Killer saying that they should start up an F2 league.
And I'm starting P4 by the looks of this.
Increased downforce or top speed? I'm going to go for downforce this time.
Yeah, I think you want downforce on this one. I tried increased on this in TT and it didn't go well. So I went massively increased downforce. Especially for the likes of turn 12, which is Spin Guy's favourite place for spinning.
So starting at an 8th place, with you in front and 4th. So okay, a good start here. Lewis looks like he didn't really get off to a start. Gonna try and squeeze it in between Lewis and Sim Guy. Gonna fall, and that is someone on the inside of me taking a curb. Oh, and I think I'm sandwiched between 2 cars. No red flag, so that is me up into 5th place and Colin up into 3rd place. I've got Grimmy ahead of me.
Grimmy alongside me for a second there.
Gonna try and send it down the outside of Grimmy here. Try and take 4th place off him.
I struggled to get around turn 4 there. For some reason the car just would not turn. Joseph and Connor going ahead at the front. Dutch guy's retired. As Joseph's lost it ahead of me, I'm into P2.
Oh, a little love tap on Grimmy. Just slightly outbraked myself there. I've got a Sim Guy behind me as well. Oh, and actually straight into the back of Grimmy. car did not want to slow down there at all, offering me for a new change.
Mine did not want to slow down for turn 10 at all.
I think that sim guy's running without a wing there. No, he is. It was just from a distance, it looked like he had no wing. I'm going to have to slow
like
right down here. I'm going to find some guy behind me.
Connor having a little weave around at the front there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I couldn't get hard slow down there. That's put Grimmy right on me.
Some guy right behind me. I'm allowing my 2 moves. So I'm going to make my move here and then move back. Some guy's going to look down the inside. Yeah, Grimmy's on the inside of you as well. Oh, you're left up onto you as well. Still not giving up for Sim guy at all. Sim guy's doing everything he can to get past me. He's putting on a defensive movements on him right now. This wing damage here is not helping me at all right now, especially through these tight corners. I have to let off a lot on the throttle, allowing that. And I nearly collected your wing, and that is Sim guy forcing his way on the inside. Oh, and a bit more contact.
I think it was Jim or Joseph, whoever it was, did at the start.
Oh.
Wow, that was
bit of contact onto Sim guy there, pushed him off track a little bit, but he's still side by side. And I have got better speed than the Sim guy down here, as I'm going to try and leave it to brake late. I am not squeezing him off track on purpose, it's just the way that the car wants to drive with this wing damage. Did got Sim guy there, I've got Jim now behind me as well. And that is the, oh, Sim guy is not giving up, forcing Jim off track there, trying to get this position from me, but I'm doing everything I can to prevent it, but it is losing me time on Grimmy. So I believe DRS will be enabled after this lap here, so
this lap,
they will have advantage here. DRS is advantage, so Sim guy will have advantage after that hairpin as he looks to send it down the inside. Just leaving him just enough room so he doesn't spin into me, and now it's just the chase is on for Grimmy if possible. And that is Jimmer and Sim guy looking to go side by side up here with the DRS enabled. Hopefully if all goes well, I'll be looking at a podium here. Jimmer that made a move on Sim guy, and there's a yellow flag as well. Not too sure what's caused yellow flag.
Exactly where I spam. I didn't see who it was though. I think it was Mr. JC. Zay Riley went really wide through turn 10.
Yeah. Jimmer's going up for DRS here, going to try and defend his inside line. And he's looking to go on the inside. Still there, going to have to let off because I know my wing is going to be appalling through here. And then just let off the brakes a little bit early. Oh, bit of contact between me and Jimmer there, but this understeer right now is ridiculous with this rear ring. I have no control. Sim guy's falling back as well. And Jimmer, a bit of contact there. And he will have DRS as he ever takes me. Just going to try and slip stay with his split string because I've got a Sim guy behind me with DRS as well. Sim guy was looking to make an early move there on the inside. So I will have DRS on Jim, Sim guy has DRS on me. But this DRS, unless you're right behind the car and that gearbox, doesn't do anything. That Sim guy goes a little bit wide, so it's deep into that one after DRS. I'm on it right off track. Luckily enough, didn't do a Colin there.
So I've just done Lewis dived up the inside of him.
Jimmer sends it
Back
wide.
Oh, I've just sent it wide almost at turn 10 then.
Jimmer trying to block the split stream here, done a good job of doing that.
Yeah, Lewis is retaking that position. Unfortunately, I got a bit too wide.
Unfortunately, here is where I lose all my momentum because of this wing damage. Which allows Sim guy is right behind me now. He will have DRS behind me. I'm struggling to keep DRS on Jimmer. So I'm going to try and force
driving off track.
Sim guy to go wide, take the wide line. So I can defend, but he's just looking for the switch back. He didn't get the switch back quite, but he might get me on a DRS here. Maybe not.
This is your final
goes
lap.
back into my
Final
split
lap of the
stream.
race.
I am going to go on the inside here to defend it. Again, forcing him wide, forcing him to go deep here. Oh, that's a contact. I felt that contact, so I know he's there. Leaving him just enough room to stay on track. If I can lead this last lap, just defending from Sim guy, that would do for 4th place. Oh, as I send it wide. And he's looking for the switch back, which he does, and that is a car. So that is me into. Alright, Sim guy makes a switch back move there, taking advantage of my wings. Oh, and that is a wet ring damage as well as I clip the track, so I have no wing on the right side here. But I will have DRS to try and get ahead of him here, which I do. He's going for the inside, but I don't know how this guy's going to perform. Turning with no wing. Oh, some guy squeezing me off track. It's not helping me, this red wing damage. I made the most of the track limits, and that is Sim guy up into 4th place. Finally done on the last lap.
Really, Lewis, weaving around?
So that is Connor again, 3 wins in a row. So
Whoa, Lewis!
Sim guy there finally makes a move on me.
That guy is dangerous sometimes.
So Connor in 1st, Grimmy in 2nd, Jimmy in 3rd, Sim guy 4th, myself in 5th, A Riley in 6th, Lewis is 7th, Colin 8th, Blumchum 9th, Joseph 10th, Mr. Jace 11th, and as it stands, unless Mr. Jace can take this last corner nice and tight and not lose it here, which he doesn't, cuts the corner as well a little bit, and he actually does lose it. So is this enough for Woolsey? And Mr.
And he's
Jace
going to get DSQ'd for driving backwards on track.
yeah, not too sure what he's doing there, but that does allow Woolsey to take a place. Obviously, just giving us a bit on comms to have a look here, just for entertainment. And what's that? Mr. Woolsey looks like he's doing the same thing, I believe. No, that is Mr. Jace.
They're both doing it. They're being stupid.
Oh, just taking some time up here. So, are we gonna get some donuts? That's the What are we getting here? Oh, they're gonna have a drag race backwards.
You can get them in this.
Are we getting a drag race backwards as it looks like here? Not too sure, unless they tried squashing the line at the
Almost the same time.
yeah. So Sim guy saying that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. See, that is what I can do in your league race, mates. I don't choose to do that because I can't make you look bagged. But no, that was a good race there, mate. Especially if only I didn't have the wing damage, it would have been a battle to the line. But
well, I had a good first 4 races, and then I threw it away in the second 4 races. Shouldn't have taken a break.
Connor though, out of nowhere, 3 wins on the trot. Just
yeah, good work from Connor.
It's
I think
amazing
that
work
actually
from
puts him
Connor.
ahead of me as well. Well, I officially don't like these cars.
No, I enjoy them. Like I said, I do them well. Now I've actually in the league that me and you do as well. On on a Friday, Sunday, and a Monday, I've now taken up a F2 full seat.
Nice. And I'll stay to comms, where I belong during F2s.
So yeah, so run down as well. Connor, 3 races in the win for him, starting third this time for first. Grimmy in second. Third is Jimmer. Fourth is Sim Guy. Myself in fifth. A Riley sixth. Lewis seventh. Mechanical Cole. Blumchum. Joseph. Mr. Jace. Wolsey and Angry Dutch Guy for DNF. So now it's season.
Grimmy wins then with 102
Yeah.
points, followed by Connor and A Riley on 93 each. Sim Guy on 90, Joseph on 82, myself on 71, Jimmer on 68, and then Blumchum 48, Angry Dutch Guy 35, Mr. JC 24. You, Scott, managed 20 points in 2 races.
Yep.
And then Lewis had 16 points and Wolsey had 8.
So
There was a couple of other drivers, but they left, so...
So that is it for the end of our pre-season, well, our mid-season tournament, I should say. And our F2 cars, definitely a lot more action-packed as well. These 5 laps as well, especially the first 4 races on the comms. That was a lot of intense, and people are readying up. So
yeah, I don't know why we are not going again.
But yeah, so we will be back next week with our scheduled season races, which I better have a look and see where we will be back. So we'll be back with Australia for round 7, which will be interesting as well, because Australia is a tough track, especially if going through sector 1 to sector 2. I believe it's a chicane before, you'll know the corners, there's a little chicane before the DRS straight, I believe. But yeah, we will so Sim guy say no chance of winning the championship starting that far back. Well, I mean, the thing is, if you're good enough, you could get a win done. If you don't spin as well, spinning as well, key to winning, Sim guy, or Spin guy.
Yeah, Spin Guy.
But yeah, if you boys are interested as well, I mean, we've got it clear to give a shout out. Myself, Colin, and Sim guy will be racing tomorrow night in Sim Guy's BRL League, so feel free to tune into that if you've got nothing to do tomorrow night.
I would say come race, but unfortunately I think we have a full grid with the usual
Yeah.
drivers and a couple of reserves that we've got, but you're more than welcome to drop in a
Yeah.
reserve if you want
Yeah,
to.
message that Sim guy. He'll
Yeah,
be
well,
able
message
to.
me or Sim Guy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I forgot Colin is
I'm
an
one of the
admin there.
admin anyway.
Yeah, so give them to a little shout or message, see if you can get involved. If not, come see us tomorrow for some McLaren madness.
Yeah, a little bit of McLaren madness, just for the hell of it.
So
Playing Australia.
yeah, it's gonna be a
I think it's just a...
yeah. So we will end the stream there. We will see you boys next week for our scheduled comms. In the meantime, I've been Scott, obviously joined with Mechanical Cole, a bit different with Colin racing. Maybe it might be enough for something we might do with next tournament as well, who knows. So, have a good night everyone, and we'll catch you next week.